Not today, Sam. I am not. Not in the mood for a deep clean. Oh, all right. Some culprit who shall not be named smelled blood.
And we're stalking. And we're stalking.
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound. Yes, indeed. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem? In the end?
We did what we could, as best we could. Should probably leave it at that.
Is that so? I suppose not. Curiosity was always my besetting sin. And we both know I'll find out, eventually. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments. You make it sound so scandalous. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 30...
Now you hold on. I do not physically go between anyone but that of my choose.
Precisely. It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever. Eternal, no. What is wrong with you? Who would ever design something like that? However, you're welcome to brew me a Rizzo Instacoffee. Just step outside, flip the switch, depart forever. Understood?
This is why I stopped helping out around here, you know. It's always throw this.
If that's really all, let's just get it done with and be on our way.
Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated...
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower. Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior. As Nyoka can attest, I do not
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons.
Captain! Big flaming thingy!
Black holes? Did you see that? Looked like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I guess it's one of the board's block. Oh well, a pity for the crew. Hiram? Can you hear me? Architect, save me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my... Yes, but... Hiram. Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. Ah, I see you learned nothing while dealing with... We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay. But our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do, so long as you leave. Which means, get off my void-damned...
This area is suicide. If you got a way around it, ain't no shame in taking it.
On it! Here we go! Great warm-up!
Don't mess with us!
Here we go!
Libations on me, folks!
I'm on it!
Here we go!
Incoming!
Hello, my name's Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. Your chief engineer what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Don't mess with us.
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship, I don't suppose you've found the target. They're all mad! And what's more, they left us! Not...
Remember what we practiced?
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do... Normally, I'd find this kind of talk from you quite invigorating. But this is a difficult moment for me. Still, perhaps you have a point. Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The Iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts. How do these things ever start? Once upon a time... But, where I wanted to reform MSI, he won't hear reason now, and I would... That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first. Excellent. Her review would be in the Rizzo offices in Cascadia. Bring it to me, and I'll see if she's qualified. Well, because the module control... Because once we mount them on Stellar Bay's walls, no more... Stellar Bay will be as... The board's on salvage and recovery...
And they won't dare challenge us over this.
Can you imagine what those maniacs...
And roll back.
This would be... Even if they merely...
I'm skeptical they can.
Ah, you see our... Good, because we have...
The gunship. Have you mount its guns to our walls or the walls of Stellar Bay? The board is coming, Captain, and these... Why wouldn't they? As we speak, our message is... All right. Before the cert... That came... I'd known a little about philosophy, the freedom it the gunship.
Something on your mind, Cap? Too bad. Had I a reliable third party I could trust to set up a meet, maybe I'd consider it. But I can't trust you to think logically. Your priorities are skewed a bit too much like Graham's. So no. In another life, maybe... Gonna need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this.
Any luck bringing the... I don't like the idea that they'll be trying for... That's surprising. The board's... You think so? Ha. Excellent! At last, we have what we need.
I wouldn't get excited just yet, sir. It looks like the iconoclasts followed you. I have...
I'm afraid we've got to fight them. It looks like this means...
He's right, sir. You don't...
Well, I'll lock the south gate to keep them out. You'll have to approach from the north.
Everyone all right? Looks like it's your lab, doesn't it? I'm on it. Here we go. We're under attack. Attacking! What was that? That's the last of them.
What was that? Something's not right.
Here they come!
So it's all MSI all the time now, huh? You're hoping they can actually fight against the war.
You're back.
We did indeed, sir.
I can't believe it. Not that I'm really surprised, but, well, maybe a little. You did it. I mean, we did it. Between our reinstatement on the board and the gain of this ship...
That's a hefty promise. You've got Monarch's hopes up, Sanjar. Don't go messing...
And perhaps in time, I can use... You really mean that? Celia, put that down in today's minutes.
Already done, sir.
Anyhow, thank you. And good luck to... What can I do for you? Quite well, actually. It's a step. Our residents are reporting increased productivity during... And since we're back in the board's good grace...
Huh?
Captain, I hope you made the right decision by siding with MSI. Now arriving at Phineas's top-secret orbital lab. I'll lock up behind you.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but according to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious, typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists. And so, good news, you're going to Byzantium. And if I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it brief, the chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hopes. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colony. Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires... Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Oh, I understand it must seem impossible to you. Infiltrate Byzantium, the crown jewel of the colony, steal a batch of rare chemicals from... In order to do the impossible, you must first divide it in... Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with... Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green... You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest... Of course. What's on your mind?
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells. Captain, I'm receiving an urgent docking request from another vessel.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of... I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne with alacrity. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne. An HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your car. They dispense 3 complimentary spritzes of Anti-Cleo's Citrus Squirt Air Fresh. On behalf of HPS, I'd like to remind you that HPS is not responsible for... Thank you for your patience. And please remember HPS for all of your...
Can we talk?
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left of the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why, but something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money, was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple cameras and a soundtrack.
At least this won't be boring.
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. I believe this is what humans refer to as payback. Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose. He was an old friend. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency.
Well, yeah. I doubt this guy lost his arm filling out paperwork.
He was also the 4th best paid freelancer in the... There are several hundred freelancers operating in Halcyon. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes. I have transferred the
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with
stability. It means everything's running like...
Hey, you! Yeah, you! 2 million bit smile?
so much wasted money here. Decadents ain't gonna save you when the beast get through the walls.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my...
All right, how does this sound?
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our...
If they'd sent money to Monarch instead of building even one of those homes, I bet we could have rebuilt Stellar Bay. The whole damn thing. If we took apart and sold this place, bet we'd get a year of food out of it.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside? Hagen? I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen. To keep me quiet. But if you didn't know that, I'm guessing they didn't send you.
The effort they put into killing their own people. They ought to redirect that toward, I don't know, actually helping out once in a while.
I always assumed they would put a bullet in my head one of these days. I don't know anyone named Hagen.
That's a gentlemanly way of putting it, Captain. She's obsessed with aliens.
This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker. What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks. Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage. We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. Look around. We're the only intelligent aliens in Halcyon. Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough. There are other teams. We didn't want to experiment on human test subjects, so we used the only resources we had. Each other. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
That ain't a shock. Board folks will lie to their own mothers if it preserves their paychecks.
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace. I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy. Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
Fuck that. People are people, and ought to stay the way they were born. They start trying to tinker with my blood, I'll bury them.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying. You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
Seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
Look, cold-blooded murder ain't easy on my spirits. But this, all this research, all these experiments, it's wrong. It's all void damn wrong.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands. The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? Alien conspiracy? No. What, did you hit your head on your way in or something? I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive. That'll do, sucker. Now move along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her, tidying up and such.
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this.
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.